Hey guys, what's up? I'm Beasia, and this little public service announcement is brought to you by one of the teachers at my school. This whole conversation started with the movie Dreamgirls. So the bell rings and I'm like doing hall duty, and I look over and I see that there's a movie playing, and I see black and brown people on there. So I'm walking in the classroom, right? And I'm like, what's that? Who's that? And she's like, that's Dreamgirls. You've never seen Dreamgirls? And I was like, is that Jennifer Hudson? And she's like, you don't know who's in the movie Dreamgirls? And so, you know, she's going back and forth about how amazing the movie is. I'm telling her, like, I don't watch drama movies if I can help it, so I've never seen it. And then the neighbor teacher across the hall, the Spanish teacher, who is also awesome, she comes across and she's like, did somebody talking about Dreamgirls? What? You've never seen Dreamgirls? And I'm like, oh, here we go again. And then it happened. She looks at me and says, maybe it's because your husband's white. Maybe that's why you've never seen it. So allies are going to make mistakes. The question is, how do you respond? How do allies respond? And what kind of relationship is left at the end of it? So before I tell you what I did, let's just talk about a couple of your options. So option one is to come in hot. You can cuss them the out, and that happens a lot. If you go to enough gatherings with allies and black and brown communities, inevitably there's going to be a white person that says something to a black person that they take the wrong way. And that's because we're all learning together. We're learning how to bring white people into black and brown spaces, and white people are learning how to exist in black and brown spaces. Now, if your first reaction is to cuss your ally friend out, that might ruin the relationship. That's not just black people being rude, or that's not just black people being angry. That comes from trying to take decades and decades of injustice and racism and just push it down. And then at some point, there's a straw that breaks your back, right? At some point, someone says something, and then what you explode onto them is more than just about what they said, right? It's about the guy down the street. It's about the person following you in the store. You know, it's about so much more than that sentence. So another thing you can do is let it go. Without agreeing or arguing, yes, let it go, let it go. That's another movie I haven't seen, so I don't even know if that's how it goes. But just letting something go without actually addressing it can be dangerous, right? Because sometimes that sends the message to the ally you're talking to that what they said was okay. And if it triggered you, then it wasn't okay. But they don't know that because you just let it go. So I think there's the third option. What I chose to do was let it go. But did I really? Because I'm making a video about it. But I did choose in the moment to let it go. And I think that that was the best choice, because if you look at what happened, we were all goofing off between classes. That's our only adult time, guys, is the hallway time. It's the only time to see another adult. And I love hanging out with them for the 3 to 5 minutes that I can in the hallway between classes. So I don't think what she said was malicious. A couple of days later, I actually had a conversation with her because she brought the movie Dreamgirls to my desk because she's awesome. And she actually told me that she said, you know, I felt a little weird after you left because I knew that that sentence could probably be taken the wrong way. And I thought that was so awesome. I think one of the reasons I was able to walk away from that conversation and come back to it at a later time is because I understood the power of positive intent. This is something we talk about with students, and this is something we talk about when we have race and equity training at our school. I think it's also something that as an activist, we should all keep in mind, and that is assume positive intent. You know, unless the person has a white hood on, or unless the person has a shirt that says, I hate all black people, they probably don't mean to be offensive. Because at the end of the day, most people have good intentions. So let me know down in the comments below if you are an ally, what you've said to maybe rub someone the wrong way. And if you're part of the Black and brown community, I'd love to know how you handled that situation if it ever came up. Make sure that you guys hit like and subscribe so I know I need to make more videos just like this one. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Bye-bye.